Why did we start a Womb Twin Kids project? The reason why is because we've been looking after adults for a long time now, and many times the adults who come forward are parents themselves, and they have a womb twin survivor in their family. And the reflections that they have made upon their own lives have also been applicable to their children, and they have begun to wonder how many of their children are womb twin survivors. They've also been quite pleased to discover that their little womb twin survivors are behaving normally, and there's nothing wrong with them, and there's nothing wrong with them as parents in bringing them up and trying to do their best for them. I think the critical element of the Womb Twin Survivors project is to make it perfectly clear to everybody that if you're a parent and you have a womb twin survivor among your children, if you tell your child about their twin, you are not making it worse for that child. In many ways, you're making it better. You're not putting anything on that child. You're not filling that child full of a needless sense of grief and loss that otherwise they wouldn't experience because, well, surely no one remembers the womb. Well, if there's one thing that this Womb Twin project has made perfectly clear to me and to all the other people who are involved in this project, it is that we do remember the womb, and that womb twin survivors in particular have some kind of impression of having once been a twin. Now, this shows up with children very early in life. They might suddenly be found sitting in their cot talking to nobody. They might invent an imaginary friend. They might talk about their twin quite openly or ask where they are. Where's my twin? And any parent who is aware of the Womb Twin project is aware of how important it is to know about your twin and to understand that what you're experiencing is a real memory. Any parent who knows that would be anxious to find a way to tell their child about their twin. Now, that's not easy. To make it natural, to make it positive, to make it ordinary and relaxed, having a conversation about a dead twin can surely be none of those. So what the Womb Twin Kids project is there to do is to provide ways to enable parents to talk to their children about their twin in a positive and creative way. First little tool we've developed is Womb Twin Teddies, twin teddies, where we talk about twins by means of teddies, and that's a nice, simple, accessible way to discuss twinning. Here's two teddies who are the same, and here's two teddies who are different. And then, of course, one teddy disappears and the other one is left wondering, where's my sister, where's my brother? And beyond the teddies, we then can come to a situation where the children are ready to hear more of the biological detail. So we can move on to telling stories written by womb twin survivors who are quite young, or written by womb twin survivors who remember when they were young. And finally, we can move on to the teenagers who are well ready for the whole biological story of how twins are made, but also how one twin may die, and why womb twin survivors feel as they do. So we're reaching out to young children, very young children, and gradually older children, working our way up the age groups until we reach teenagers, so that we will be able to say at Womb Twin that we have provided a raft of resources from the cradle right up to adulthood. If you believe that Womb Twin kids need to be told in this way, then I suggest that you read this website carefully and try and understand what it says. Contact me if you have any queries. If you do not believe that womb twin survivors, young womb twin survivors, should be told about their twin, then let's debate this. It's a very important debate. Should womb twin survivors know about their twin? Would it be better if they didn't know? And this is a debate that will continue for some time. I am convinced that it is better for them to know, but then that's just me. There are other arguments too, and we need to discuss this openly and honestly, with always the welfare of the children in mind.